Mark from the States, Mark from the States, it's Mark from the United States.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Mark from, yes. How are we all doing today? I am doing fantastic. I hope you are as well. I invite you to come sit on this big fake couch. Yes, today, a requested video, it is JJ Extra's visit to Greenwich. So I know that we've, I'm just kidding, it's Greenwich. I know that. I was just joshing you. Speaking of joshing, Jason and Josh of JJ Extra have given their blessing, of course, a while back for us to learn and see new and cool things from their videos. So thank you, fellas. I appreciate you doing that. So with that said, there are two links below. One to their channel, one to this video. Please, if you have one like, one subscription to give today, please go give it to them. It is important that you do so. Go over there, like. Every single like helps. They do this, I don't know if they do it full time, but they do spend a lot of effort and work on their videos. So it is important that we go over and support them. And without them and others like them, I don't get to learn, and I don't get to have this moment with all of you. So please get over there and support them. Greenwich, yes, I know that's where the observatory is. I know it's near London. I'm not quite sure how far it is from London, but I would like to visit for sure. So I'm looking forward to this video. This video was requested, so very cool. So let's get into it, shall we? All right. Hope everybody's doing good. All right. Here we go. Oh, well, that looks like a fun place. I need my glasses. Trafalgar Tavern. Nice. Very festive. It gives me like university vibes, like a place of higher learning, if you will.
From Greenwich, this is probably one of our favourite parts of London because you're so close to the city, yet you feel so far removed at the same time. And this is a beautiful time of year to come in the autumn with all the leaves falling and all the colours in Greenwich Park where we're going to go and explore later. But first, we've arrived hungry.
Always hungry, so
hungry.
I fancy something to
They do.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to head into Greenwich Market, maybe go and find ourselves a donut and a coffee.
Interesting. $17.37.
Oh yes, this is a great way to start the day. We saw there was a Crosstown Donuts in Greenwich Market. We're a sucker for a donut. We decided not to go for a coffee to pair it with to start with because this is probably going to be quite a lot. We just had a coffee on the train as well. We don't want to like peak too soon.
Yeah.
Slightly extortionate start to the day. Them two are £12.
Yeah, and they're not very big.
They're not very big. However, they are their 10-year celebration one, which is peanut butter, banana, and something else.
It's quite heavy.
It needs to be heavy for £6 a piece. Hopefully it's going to taste good as well.
Sticky.
Oh, and it's filled.
Ooh. Yep, you are not going to like that.
Well, you're not having both of them. Not when they've cost me £12. Now I know that was an extortionate price for a donut, and there's probably people shouting at the screen going, "You're crazy, paying £12 for 2 donuts," but my God, that was an incredible donut. Possibly the best donut I've ever eaten.
Wouldn't go that far. It was very messy.
It was messy, but it was just full of banana filling, the sticky peanut butter all over the top, and then it had candied little crunchy nuts on the top.
As you can imagine, I love donuts. I mean, you could just look at me and go, yeah, that guy certainly loves donuts. But not a big fan of the filled kind, no matter what. Just give me a straight chocolate bar or just a regular old glazed. I don't mind a cake donut, but I don't like them with nuts. I'm not a big fan of maple. I'm pretty basic when it comes to the donut. Just chocolate and regular glaze. And 12 is a lot, but you see a lot of these specialty donut places popping up around. So, you know, it's like getting a bunt cake, which are really, really good as well. Man, I'm getting hungry. It's only like 5 in the morning here, and I'm starting to get very hungry.
That was perfect.
Beautiful.
Worth every penny? Probably not. Well, Josh, Greenwich knew we were coming. They've rolled out the big guns.
Wah,
Now we
wah.
picked today to come to Greenwich because the weather forecast was for sunshine. This is the reality. It's grey, it's dreary, it's drizzly. Welcome to London.
To be fair, it was clearing up when we first got here, and we went and had that donut, and now it's dreary again.
Hopefully it's going to pass because in about, what, an hour's time,
Hourish. Yeah.
we've got tickets to go and explore.
What is that?
Which is the Cutty Sark, very famous in dry.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever been on that before, have you?
Nope.
I think I've seen. I know of the Cutty Sark. It's famous. Did I know it was in Greenwich? I don't know if I knew that. I had to have known that. Interesting. Okay. I've always talked about if I wanted to like go there. I think with it this close to London, I always figured it was further away for whatever reason. But if it's this close, I think that might have to be on the list. Not having that there, the Cutty Sark, and of course the observatory, right? I guess you have to go see that.
Never.
So it's new for both of us, and it'd be nice if it's dry while we're on top. So we've decided why it's a bit grey and drizzly outside. We're going to come and walk the Greenwich Foot Tunnel, which takes you from one side of the River Thames all the way over to the other side of the River Thames, and obviously it's under the river, so we're dry.
That's kind of freaky.
Happy thoughts, eh?
Yeah.
Well,
Whoa.
we've made it through the tunnel to the other side of the river. We're now at Island Gardens. It's still grey, drizzly. Not quite the
Well, you
view we
could
were
take an
hoping
Uber
for.
boat
The
there.
radar, weather radar, whatever it's called, doesn't say rain. It just says cloud.
Hopefully that means it's just a little light passing cloud and it's going to clear up for us, because just behind
I'm gonna have
the
to look on a map.
you're not really going to be able to see it very well, but it's Greenwich Park and you've got the Royal Observatory and everything up there.
Trying to
and you
get my
some
bearings
fantastic
here.
views across London when the weather's not like this.
And if it's like this, you're not going to see a good.
That's a power station. Is that
Fingers crossed.
It was kind of ironic.
just a random power station, or is that the Battersea power station? Like I said, I'm gonna have to. At the end of the video, we're gonna get on a map here.
That Josh mentioned about the tunnel maybe leaking, because on the way out, as you come this way, there is a sign that tells you about how the tunnel was damaged by bombs.
Okay, we're gonna read it. Bomb damage. Short length of the tunnel was repaired following bomb damage that occurred on the first night of the Blitz, 7th and 8th September 1940. Damage resulted in the tunnel being closed immediately for repairs. Stop the leaks, potential flooding. Had the tunnel been more severely damaged, closure would have had major long-term impact. Much relied upon cross-river link connecting housing and the south and the industry and docks up north. Central part of the war effort. Repairs to stem the inflow of water were successful. Very good. By early 1941, the repairs had been completed, reopened. Repairs included exposed metal ring segments lining, which you can see here today. Oof. Yeah, how to fix things underwater is always kind of interesting to me. How to build things underwater is interesting as well.
During World War II, and there's an entire section that you have to walk through that was repaired following that damage in World War II. And they tell you that as you get this end, knowing damn well that you've probably got to go back again under the same tunnel.
Unless you want to go swimming.
No.
I ain't got my speedos today, I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't think you'd want to swim in there.
Absolutely not.
There is a nice little park over here, though, to sort of chill and rest away from the crowds. And there's also this coffee shop now. I don't remember that being there last time we were here. I feel like that's new.
That definitely wasn't there. I mean, what's it been? 2.5 years since we last been here?
Maybe longer.
3, probably 4.
There are palm trees on this side, though, so with the mist, the drizzle, the palm trees, it's got a little bit more of a tropical vibe.
Sure. Now, you can get a lift up and down this tunnel, but someone won't let me.
Look, that donut was hench. We've got to burn it off, and this seems like the perfect way to do it, steps either side.
It's just not fair.
Also, this tunnel is meant to be super haunted, so I don't know I'd want to be stuck down here on my own at night. Luckily, I think it closes before it gets too late.
Oh, imagine staying here for the night.
It would be very creepy.
So it closes.
And the potential of a cave-in. Not quite so sure about the quality of some of the modern day repairs.
Yeah.
It's history, though.
Told ya, tropical vibes.
There's people wearing woolly hats, gloves, full-on coats. I'm sweating.
They're taking the lift, they're cheating, that's why.
If it's not just that, even out here. I'm only wearing a hoodie because it's wet. Because I'm British.
Well, on that note though, I'm actually stopping and it looks like it is starting to brighten up a little bit. Also, there's a food market there.
Yeah, don't let that fool you because it was brightening up when we first got here.
Forever the optimist.
Gypsy moth. That's great. That's cool. Maritime, Greenwich. Oh yeah, I gotta do that.
Oh,
Not the dancing, but the visiting.
If you hadn't guessed, we're on the Cutty Sark now. And if you don't know anything about this ship, it used to carry tea from Asia to Victorian Britain. Cool. That is a hefty chain. You wouldn't have been very good on here from Asia all the way back to Britain, would you?
I would have sucked right in the middle. I'm literally like this.
And at the edges, obviously, it like bows one way. It really throws you out. It's quite trippy. Also, we didn't realise that was actually people singing.
No, I thought it was like a tune, so I'm
Yeah,
like,
we thought it was a soundtrack to go with all the graphics and everything that were playing on the side of the strip, but no, it's actual people singing.
And it's one for the Hudson above, two for the Magnolia,
Like on purpose they're singing?
three for
Oh, yeah, on purpose.
the below, roll of Cumbria, roll me
That's awesome.
And apparently it didn't just carry tea from Asia as
Australian
well. It
wool.
carried wool and sheep from Australia. Pick a tune for the piano
Cool.
to play the most famous sea shanty.
early in the morning.
I don't know why, I was expecting the keys to actually come up and down.
Don't expect too much. Does anyone else remember singing that in assembly in school? Was
You're
it just
going
me?
back a bit now.
Or am I just too old? Arr, I see people. Ooh, someone just flashed a light.
Also, they're singing about giving us a drop of brandy. How wonky this ship is. I don't think I need a drop of brandy.
Oh, no.
I feel drunk as it is.
Absolutely not.
This sounds and looks so cool to visit.
Thank you very much.
He's not
I will not, for the record, I will not have to worry about watching my head, as I am currently shrinking every single day, it seems like. Pretty soon. I mean, my goodness. I love it. I love the fact that they they have those guys singing. Really kind of gets you in the mood. Probably if you didn't know they were there, probably kind of surprised you there for a minute, but that's funny. Sorry about the heater. I'm gonna mute.
I'm not here every day, but I can be. This is exciting. We've come outside now.
I don't know why this is the most exciting bit of any ship when you come up on deck. Oh, they do an experience. I've never told you this. You can literally climb the rigs all the way up to the top. Nah. I thought that might be a no.
I'll let you do that one.
Obviously, we've sniffed out the ship's kitchen, or as it's called on a ship, a galley. That is a big thing of lime juice. I reckon they're making margaritas.
Cool, sounds good to me.
Not so sure on the beds, though. Don't look very comfy.
I would have no hope. I mean, I won't fit in that.
It's about half your length, actually. It's probably about 3 foot long.
Literally, that is my legs.
You know, you said you needed the toilet.
Yep.
There it is. Ship's done, look. Little outhouse. Sit yourself down in there.
What's the bucket for?
Deep. Probably to wash water down a bit because it wouldn't have flushed. Just remember this operated in Victorian times.
I'm not that desperate.
It's a really cool view off the front of the ship, though, with the ship's bust over to the City of London. It's actually Canary Wharf, isn't it, on that side of the river? It's really cool, though, to see the ship pointing at the River Thames where it would have sailed down, bringing tea, wool, everything back to the UK. We did go up the back of the ship as well, where the wheel is. Really cool wheel.
Very narrow.
Really old ship's compass up there as well, but it's very tight and squeezy up there. There isn't a lot of room to manoeuvre. We're venturing back towards the ship's wheel because we just remembered there's a little section over here where you can go down some stairs, and we forgot to have a look because it got so busy and tight up here that we kind of just escaped. But yeah, there's the ship wheel. I'm glad you're not driving though.
I don't understand, why is it at the back?
I don't understand why it's facing that way when the front of the ship's that way. How do they see?
I get it's at the back of the boat, but you want to look that way, right?
I'd like to think so. This is where the posh toilet is. Would you have made it to the posh bit of the ship though?
Probably not.
Now, while it's really cool to walk around this ship that was sailing 150 plus years ago and see some of the old artifacts like the old life belts, and they've even got a post box on here that sailors used to put their letters back home in. This has to be the coolest bit. You can literally come under the ship and just sit here, walk under it, look up at the hull, which looks absolutely magnificent.
They've even put the calf down here, which is a good idea.
Yeah, the calf's literally just over there as well. It's weird though, it looks like it's somehow magically floating.
Yeah.
It's really trippy, but I love it. Now this is an incredible vantage point of the ship's hull, and it depicts how deep the bottom of the ship would have been under the ocean surface, I guess. And beneath us is the world's largest collection of merchant navy ship figureheads. Didn't even know that was a thing.
No, nor did.
Those are interesting, but I want to go back here to this. This is incredible. The whole being able to get underneath it like that and see the hull, that is impressive. That's the thing with these exhibits. I mean, yes, the ship itself is pretty amazing, but the facility that houses it is also quite amazing. This, look at that. That is awesome that you can go below and see it. I'd like to know how many of you have seen this, have been there. Let me know what your thoughts of it. It's pretty awesome. Really cool.
The ocean surface, I guess. And beneath us is the world's largest collection of merchant navy ship figureheads. Didn't even know that was a thing.
No, nor did I.
I was just reading about
Nor did I.
figurehead on the Cutty Sark though, and apparently it's called Nanny after a witch that was in Robert Burns' poem Tam O'Shanter.
It's kind of
Never
creepy.
knew that.
Me either.
Every day's a school day.
It is.
Funny, because you said that piano took you back to being at school, so here we are.
Also, I'm looking out the window. People were looking in, and I kind of want to go up and go,
Oh, that was us a little while ago
They're not
outside
gonna see
waving
me.
in. No, because it's like one-way glass, isn't it? It's quite creepy actually being on street level and then having this massive drop.
You can't see in? Oh, wow.
Well, I'm
Very
really
cool.
glad that we done that because that was really good fun. made it even more fun by the fact that we came here by train today, and if you go on the National Rail website, they do 2-for-1 days out in London. This is on it, so that cost 20 quid for the both of us.
Not bad.
Bargain.
Anyway, I'm starving.
How about we head back to Greenwich Market, because there looked to be some really delicious food in there earlier when we grabbed that donut. Hopefully it won't be £12 for like one sausage roll or something.
If it's not, there's a Greg's down the road. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Natty's patties.
So we just found this little section of Greenwich Market that is all street
Cuban.
food, and pretty much
Wow.
anything you fancy you can grab in that street food corner of the market. This is what we grabbed.
Yes.
We saw this stand and we was like, that sounds right up our street. It is a pulled pork wrap. It's got maple syrup, slaw and pickles and onions and barbecue sauce and all sorts going on in there.
And she made it all fresh.
Yeah, they make all the wraps fresh and everything, all on the grill, and there is a lot of filling in there as well. This was a tenner. That's £2 cheaper than those two donuts. And what they done, because they knew we were sharing, is they put half of it in two separate little trays to make it easier for us to eat. But look, I mean, that half is enormous. That is more than enough for half each.
I'm already making
Looks
a mess.
good.
Ooh. It nearly fell over the umbrella stand.
It's messy, but it's so good.
It does smell really, really amazing. And also, we've come back into the same bit where we ate the donuts to eat this, because obviously it's really busy in the market. There's literally nobody here. There's all these benches along here. They're a little bit damp at the minute where it's been raining. We sat here and ate the donut earlier. We're going to stand here and eat these now in the grounds of the Royal Naval College, and it's just really...
I wonder how many, when I mentioned it has a very university vibe, I wonder how many of you yelled at me and said, well, it's because it's the Naval College. I'm sorry, I didn't even realize. That is awesome. I've got to come visit here. This has got to be on the list to come see.
Peaceful.
I'm
It's
sorry.
warming up. It's not raining anymore. It's mild, and we've got a pulled pork wrap. Does it get any better than that?
Those
We
buildings
also
are
saw
awesome.
A really big sausage roll on the way out, so we're going to nip back over there in a minute after we've eaten these.
With London there in the background.
We're thinking that may be
Really
for the
cool.
journey home. I think that's a good idea.
Anyway, I need to eat this because I'm dripping.
Yeah, and I need to eat mine before it gets cold.
We're literally leaning over this bench, eating this right now. It's very messy. Just stay your hands.
Messier the better.
So good.
It was. I think the gherkins definitely made that.
Yeah, it was like that pulled
You
pork.
need to wipe your mouth.
The pulled pork was just... Excuse me.
Oh my God, you're a right state. I'm a 5-year-old, ladies and gentlemen.
But it was just so succulent. The sauce in there was really flavourful. And I think the tanginess of those pickles and the sweetness of the slaw and the barbecue
Love the
sauce.
sweatshirt.
Do you want me to get you a bit?
That's
going on.
from my neck
Save
of the
it for
woods
later.
over here in Southern
One
California.
annoying thing is we normally bring like hand sanitizers and that with us. We have nothing, so our hands are a bit sticky at the moment.
I asked him before we left home if he had hand sanitizer and lip balm, and he said yes. He only bought lip balm.
I thought you said lip balm.
I did.
I have lip balm. Always have my lip balm. Ooh.
Weirdo.
And there's a Maritime museum there? How am I not remembering this?
Now, for everyone that always says people don't show the reality of the situation, welcome to the National Maritime Museum. Obviously having a bit of a glow up at the minute, so not looking
Absolutely.
their best right now.
No, but
Hopefully the inside's still going to be good though, because last time we come here I remember really enjoying it, but I don't actually remember much about it.
I remember some parts. I remember standing on a big map.
Oh yeah, big map of the globe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But I
I
think
do
that was
remember.
upstairs somewhere, I think.
I think there's quite a lot of interactive stuff.
Yes.
And the best...
I didn't know this. Of course, that's where the observatory is. I'm just reading the sign behind. Man, I am so confused. I'm so glad I've seen this because I don't know what I was thinking. I feel foolish here. Yes, it's all coming back. I don't know. I can't explain where my head was at right here. Dang.
Thing. It's free.
Oh, if we could say there were penguins or something.
There is. There's a stuffed penguin. That I do remember.
I remember that too.
God, it just looks amazing there.
Well, they've got one figurehead modelled on me and one figurehead modelled on Josh.
Oh.
Luckily, Percy the penguin is still on show. He's an emperor penguin, and he was saw on the Antarctic expedition of Captain Scott. We went on Captain Scott's ship when we went up into Dundee.
We did.
So that penguin's been on there, and so have we. And now we're both here.
It's a small world.
Look at the size of that saw that would have been used to cut through the ice.
Just goes to show how thick it actually was.
Now, as you'd expect from the National Maritime Museum, it is a museum full of maritime stuff, including a really impressively restored stained glass half dome that used to sit on the Baltic Exchange before it was damaged by a bomb. Unfortunately, at the moment, the whole big central atrium where all the really cool stuff is normally housed is closed to the public because of the work they're doing.
I'm gutted, but it is what it is.
It's a little bit disappointed because we remember that being really cool. However, there's still plenty to see and do in there. Really happy to see as well that the polar exhibition was still open. And you can't really complain because it is free. You didn't pay to get in.
I wasn't complaining, I was just gutted. I was like, oh.
Never mind, at least we've done the Cutty Sark this time as well.
Yeah, that's true.
But now we've come in to Greenwich Park, which looked absolutely beautiful at this time of the year with the autumn colours. We're going to climb the hill up towards the Royal Observatory to the viewpoint over London. Luckily, the weather's cleared a little bit, so hopefully we should get a view.
Hopefully. I mean, I've taken my hoodie off as well.
It's really warm in there, even in the polar bit.
Do I put my hoodie back on? But I'm thinking after that hill, because I think I'm going to be there.
That's a fair point.
Man of my age can't handle it these days.
Just check out all of these autumn colours. If a postcard of London in autumn was in real life, this would be it.
It seems like a very large area. I mean, this park is pretty large.
Even on a grey day like today, though, the autumn colours make it pop, but I know what you mean.
Brightens it up a
couple more weeks, won't be anything.
No.
Dang. Wow. Okay, we're going to make that our thumbnail. That's pretty cool. Look at that view. It's impressive.
Well, it's definitely worth walking all the way up that hill to the viewpoint because those views of London are insane. You can see everything from the London Eye, the Shard, the Gherkin, right down to the Cutty Sark where we were earlier, Canary Wharf, and if you come around the corner a little bit, you can even see the O2 Arena.
I haven't been to the O2 Arena in years.
And you still haven't today.
No.
I was going to say though, last week we were in Camden,
yes,
and we walked up to Primrose Hill to see the really cool views of London from there. I think I prefer this.
I was going to say, this view's 10 times better.
It all feels just a little bit closer.
A little bit more of a work to... actually.
No, Primrose Hill was an effort.
Yeah.
Not that this isn't.
This one was a slight incline.
Yeah,
Is that the word?
well, there's various different ways to get to it as well. So you can walk a little bit further and less of a hill if you really want to.
Yeah.
So we just come to this sign that said this is Queen Elizabeth's Oak. And I looked at it and I thought to myself, that tree doesn't look that old. And then we realised it's actually that one laying down there, or at least that's the remnants of it. I did think it was a bit strange.
Yeah.
Walking in an autumn wonderland, Here we are, we're in Greenwich. We went on the Cutty Sark. Half the museum's closed, but we don't care, 'cause that pulled pork wrap and donut were banging. I'm hungry.
Wow. Well done.
Also at the top of the hill is something else that we've never done before. That's the Royal Observatory, where you can go and stand on the thingy line, you know, the timeline, the Greenwich Meridian.
The thingy line.
Yeah. It's the timeline at 0, you know, where the, yeah.
The thingy line.
Yeah, that's it. Anyway, the point I was trying to make is we've never done it. We haven't got time to do it today, but we do always say we like to save something to come back and do another day.
I mean, there's something to do in London. No matter how many times you've been here. I've been here so many times, I've still not done everything.
Including straddling the thingy line.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Now, we couldn't come...
So they're not going to... Couldn't get into the atrium. We're going to take a look at that. And then, of course, the observatory, which is something I would want to go see. I'm bummed that they didn't get a chance to get up there, but more for me for later, I guess. But they did show a lot of other things that I'm not or wasn't aware of and hadn't seen. So, very cool. We'll go ahead and finish, but I've got a lot of things I want to see.
To Greenwich and not stop by our favourite bubble tea shop. This is the Whale Tea. It's the first place we ever had a brown sugar boba and absolutely fell in love with it. And here we are, 2.5 years later.
Can't say I've ever had one of
It is
these.
still a thing of beauty.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Fail.
Oh my God. Oh,
Third time lucky.
that's why you give you a napkin. Okay. You think you're smart? Go
No
for it.
pressure, eh?
Oh, interesting. Third time lucky.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To 3 times to get the straw in.
Most people drink beer and we're just drinking bubble tea.
So where we just sat and had our bubble tea.
That's
This is
awesome.
the Royal Naval College and they're practicing band on the other side. We've just come walking away to come for a walk down by the Thames. They're playing Star Wars.
Why is it we sat there for about a good half an hour and there were just literally just people going like crap, whatever it is. And now we walk away like dun 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 dun. Like the professionals now here.
Like an actual conductor.
No comment.
I wouldn't be having the tea. I'd be at this place for sure.
Because we've just stumbled across the Trafalgar Tavern, which is possibly, if not the most colourful pub in London, definitely one of the most colourful pubs in London. And then we walked a little bit further down a Union Jack laden alleyway, and we come to
Love
what I
it.
think is an old hospital that looks kind of like a castle, and it looks really cool in front of this old power station. You never know what you're going to find along this river, I tell you.
That's why you wonder.
It is.
There's the arena. Gypsy Moth. We're going to go ahead and stop there. Let me jump out. There we go. Hi. Thank you for bearing with me on this adventure. I feel really foolish. I know a lot of you are probably yelling at the screen, shaking your head, that I didn't put 2 and 2 together, that the Naval College is with the Maritime Museum and the observatory. We're all in the same place. The heater's going to be coming on here, so bear with me. Okay, heater stopped. And let me dart out. Okay, so I found a map here, Greenwich. It's pretty close. Totally worth going over there, as far as I'm concerned. Here's the... So it's a borough of London, I see. But here's all the stuff you want to go see for sure. And they're all fairly right there, close to each other. It's a bummer that they didn't get into up to the observatory and into the museum, but it just seems like there is a lot to see, which is great. You could spend a whole day there. Because I definitely want to see the ship, the museum, and then get up the hill to see the Prime Meridian, of course. I mean, of course. And it's not too far. It's fairly close. I for whatever reason, I was thinking it was further away. I'm rather embarrassed that I didn't put two and two together about the Maritime Museum there and anything else. I'm a little. I'm sure you all probably don't care, but I don't know why. Of course, I know I've seen it before that the museum was there. Absolutely. So, I don't know. Love it. That's the thing. I haven't seen anything on this for a while, so it just kind of gets pushed back and in this void of a brain that I have. And, well, it's awesome when I get to see it again. It just brings up stuff. Boy, was this a very disjointed video. I hope everybody has a great day. I hope, of course, you're all happy, healthy, and safe. Thanks a lot for coming. I deserve all the shame that in the comments for this. I can't believe I forgot all that stuff was there. I really appreciate all you guys. Thank you. And hopefully you'll stick around for another video. All right. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Mark from the States, Mark from the States, it's Mark.